What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Sean Williams back with another episode of Is Social Media Pointless, where we figure out where people start and where they finish to let you know that you could do it too. Today, I'm joined by my guest, Janet Bumstead. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Good, good. So let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, as you know, I'm an adjunct professor here at Sacred Heart, and I've been teaching here for 3 years in the business school. I teach consumer insights using technology as well as professional sales and sales management. In addition to teaching, I also run En route Strategies, which is a consulting firm that focuses on revenue operations transformations for companies. So I either help struggling companies refocus sales and marketing, strategy, systems, process, reporting and analytics, structure, or help rapidly growing companies build the functions out to help them grow. And I've been doing that for about 13 and a half years,
Mm.
which is fun.
So you're very experienced in what you do now.
Yes, and before starting my own business, I did work in corporate life doing sales operations.
Okay, well, I guess let's dive into that. Tell us a little bit more about your job experience and why you're qualified to do what you do.
Well, let's start with where I went to school. So I went to undergrad at the University of Guelph, which is an hour west of Toronto, in Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
Moved here immediately after graduating and started my career as a programmer, which was very surprising because I had a marketing degree and advertising experience. And started my career at Avon. And after 2 years of working in the IT department, they moved me to corporate to build sales operations for the North American business. I took that opportunity and ran with it and built out sales ops for North America and then helped them expand sales ops roles globally.
Wow.
After about 13 years, I decided I needed different growth opportunities and I left and started my business.
Wow. So you were basically in the consultant realm for Avon and kind of still in that right now, right?
I guess you could say I was in it to a degree when I was helping other Avon geographies around the world build out sales operations. So, yes.
Okay.
And yes, I am a consultant now in my primary career.
Oh, cool. Well, besides that, you're also a cyclist.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit. And you told me recently that you also was ski.
Yes.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about that because I feel like those two are very far away from each other.
Skiing and cycling,
Well,
or
sorry.
skiing and consult, or
Skiing and consulting. My bad.
so skiing has been a lifelong passion of mine. I
Mm.
grew up, as you know, in Canada, near mountains, so I think I pretty much grew up with skis on my feet, and I love to ski. I actually spent 7 winters as a ski instructor, which was amazing and a lot of fun. Probably the most fun job I have ever had.
Wow.
Maybe lifeguarding is up there too, but it was just a fun experience. And I taught new skiers of all ages, from toddlers, as long as they could stand, they can ski, to I think the oldest person I taught was in their 70s and just learning how to ski.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was fun. And for 2 or 3 winters, I had a team of 10 7-year-olds, which was just amazing because they would go do anything you wanted to, as long as they could go fast.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, it's very simple, it sounds like. But I guess going a little deeper into that, was your success with that? I mean, coming from consulting to skiing, like,
well,
what was your
skiing
success in
obviously
skiing?
started first.
Oh, okay.
Well, I grew up skiing.
Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I just asked that question because, like, you've been in such a leadership role. You've been such a leader so early on, even into your career and skiing. I guess my biggest question is, so why teaching? I mean, we know why because you're a leader and you do that and you've done that in your life. But I guess why in this avenue? Like you're teaching sales now,
I,
but you loved skiing and doing all that.
yes, I would still love to teach skiing if I could. I just don't live geographically close to any mountains to do that.
That's a good point.
And unfortunately, that it doesn't pay the bills.
Mm,
Um,
there we go.
why teaching? I'd love to share knowledge. I think knowledge sharing is critical, and we can all learn from each other. And I just like to share what I know.
Hmm.
So
So I guess then why sales? Is that just because it's directly linked to?
that's my knowledge base. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Systems, sales, process. That's what my career's been built around. So that's what I have to share and teach.
What's your view on effective social media in sales?
Social media these days is key to have a presence, but in the B2B world, I don't see most social media being high on the priority list, right? You have to have a presence, but the ROI isn't necessarily there on things like Twitter or Instagram or TikTok. Uh, in consumer goods, yes, but not B2B, which is where I'm mostly focused. Um, social media on the business side, being LinkedIn, yes, you need a LinkedIn profile personally and professionally for your business. Um, but even that, it's the effectiveness is minimal. I would say, in my opinion, I think sales is based on relationships. It's all
Hmm.
about relationship building.
Wow. It just seems as though like, you already had great people skills going into, because I mean, you're teaching toddlers to teens to people, 70-year-old people. It's it's just that I guess there's a very big message here, and that's working with others, helping others. And you've done it in very diverse backgrounds. And I'm assuming you were very successful at it. I mean, you're here. You not only teach at Sacred Heart University, where we're at right now, but where else do you teach?
I used to teach at NYU. I
Mm,
recently resigned from that position, but I taught at NYU for 7 years in the Masters of Science of Integrated Marketing program. So
wow.
graduate students. And I taught operations strategy and capstone, which in capstone I taught them how to build a business plan and launch a business.
Wow. And are you still doing what you love?
Yes, I love consulting. On the sports front, I don't ski as much as I would like, but I've taken up cycling.
Hmm.
Well, I took up cycling a long time ago, but cycling has become a huge part of my life.
How does it benefit you that way?
Well, I think it's an outlet for stress, right? To have that outlet, it's a social network. It's a feeling of accomplishment. So I actually race with an elite women's team out of Boston.
Wow.
Yes, which is crazy to think that I undertook that at an older age. But it's a lot of fun, and I push myself and I challenge myself and really enjoy it. And I've been lucky enough to tie in my business into cycling as well.
Hmm. How'd you do that?
So, through the people that I meet on the bike, I'm able to generate about 95% of my business.
So not only are you cycling, helping others, trying to beat other people, you're networking at the same time.
Yes, I do a lot of networking on the bike.
Wow.
And then I also sponsor the team I'm on so that the En route Strategies logo is on all of our kit,
Wow.
which helps me when I'm just out riding here in Fairfield County. People see the kit and start talking to me on the bike, and we morph into talking about my business and what I do for companies.
Does that bother you though? Like how you're kind of, you're a teacher in sales and then you're a cyclist, but you've mixed the two. And now you're cycling and you're still working. I feel it's as though some people need some kind of outlet, for them after work, like just get it away from me until Monday. But you're here cycling when you do, and you're still working in a way. How do you do it?
I don't see cycling as work.
Hmm.
The networking I do on the bike, I don't see that as work. It's more building relationships And then true work conversations happen off the bike. But if I didn't meet the people and have initial conversations and relationship building, I would never get the in depth conversations down the road.
Mm. There's this motivational speaker that I listen to. His name is Fusi Thembukweyu, and he says, you know, in business, you close a deal, but you open up a relationship afterwards. Do you think that that's true for you, especially regarding, I'm just trying to think, the fact that social media has its negative impacts as well on people? You know, how everybody's in front of a screen, but everything's at their fingertips, but nothing at the same time. We see that people are able to build these great foundations with people, but never meet a single soul. So if that's the case, you being in the sales expertise and, you know, social media and everything, do you think that that statement is like true, but doing it through social media?
Well, I think social media is maybe the entry point, but I don't think you can build a true relationship on social media alone.
Mm. Why is that? More like
Well, I
elaborate
think
on that.
the one-on-one conversations and the in-person interactions is really key. And in today's world, that could be face to face, or it could be face to face on a Zoom call or a Teams call,
Or cycling.
or cycling. Well, that's in person, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess my question is for you. One, let's start off. Do you benefit more? I know you said in cycling you benefit 95% of the people come from you cycling and meeting them.
Yes.
But is there that social media aspect for you, especially through like channeling?
Social media for me, I have a presence on most of the social media channels. Am I actively on them? No. LinkedIn, yes,
Mm.
I am. But again, that's minimal. I don't get business that way. Um, so for me personally, in my business, it's not highly beneficial.
Mm. So, with that being said, is social media pointless?
No, I think it has its merits and its place, but I think it depends on the person and the business as
Mm.
to if it's valuable.
Wow. Well, I mean, aside from that, that sounds fantastic. This has been an episode of Is Social Media Pointless? I've been joined with my guest, Janet Bumstead. You guys have a good night. That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because that was all my questions. You answered them pretty well, too. So, yeah. But that was an interesting one. Nice and short. I guess we could go shorter. Because I'm used to people like rambling on and I have time to think for a question. But these past ones have been very short, you know? Hold on, let me stop the recording just in case. We can always start it up again. But I don't even know if it is recording. It's not. 1 second.